What's up guys, this is Marco with Meta Club and here is my second analysis video. We have Brandon to the left running the Super Saiyan 3 liter with the Buu engine, and here I am to the right running the Super Saiyan 3 liter with the Maiden engine. So let's get right into it. To start off, Brandon pitches a Sentinel Beam to retrieve 2 red energies from his leader's effect. Very optimal for him. We normally speak about his deck and his thought process throughout using it. He's always mentioned that he wants to see minimal blue energies from his leader's effect. So very good for him. He drops the 1-drop Hercule and searches out the 5-drop Self-Awakening Barrier Buu. And that should conclude his turn. Passing on to me. Off my leader's effect, I pitched a BCC Buuhan to retrieve a green and a red energy. This is very optimal for me normally. 9 out of 10 times that's what I want to see. But since I don't have a Girl Warrior in my hand, the green energy is kind of irrelevant. What I really wanted to see was 2 red energies, so that way I could have summoned both of my Kabas and kind of just, take off with Awakening and everything. But we should summon the 1 Kaba because I want to put all the pressure on him on his following turn, or my following turn. So that will conclude my turn after summoning the Kaba. Going on to him, he energizes a blue energy. Very good energy. That card won't be, live for maybe another couple of turns. Then he summons the 3-drop Buu, the surprise attack Buu. Searches out the 5-drop Union Absorb. Then ends his turn. So on to me. Here we make a massive misplay because here I wanted to put down a green energy and my options were either surprise attack, Family Son Gold 10, or Maiden Transformation. What I should have put down was the surprise attack, but we put down the Maiden Transformation, which is a very bad decision, which you will see very soon why. But here I have my leader attacking to his leader, and I combo with the Family Son Gold 10 to pop the 3-drop Buu. And the reason I did that was because next turn he's basically just going to evolve onto it with the 5-drop Union Absorb. And what that allowed me to do by popping it was basically slow him down for another turn. So here I decided to attack with my leader into his leader first as well, because I wanted him to go from 5 life to 3 versus from 4 to the magic number, from 6 to the magic number 4. But realistically, what I should have done was definitely attack with the Kaba first, put him down to 4. It's just, apply extra pressure with my second Kaba to put him down to 2 life. But I'm a very bad player, so this is the path we decided to take. By taking this path, we negged ourselves a draw. So I definitely should have taken the other route by attacking my Kaba first, Awakening, then attacking my leader. But as mentioned, here we are going to combo into the second Kaba, which I would have done as well if I did it the other way, because since he is tapped out, and I know he does not want, well, in this situation, he definitely does not want to go to 1 life, but most likely if he was at 4, he definitely would not have wanted to go to 2. So since he is tapped out, he's most likely going to have to rely on his Piccolos and his, his small combo pieces in his hand. So this is basically just to, force him to use as much resources as possible. So here he is thinking he's going to drop the 1 Piccolo. He's going to drop the 5-drop Barrier Buu, the Hercule from hand and from the battle area. So in that situation, I think we got rid of 2 cards in his hand because the Piccolo replaced itself. Not too shabby, definitely wanted more. But after that attack, that should end my turn. So going on to Brandon, he's going to energize the 7-drop Buu, the card I'm mostly afraid of in this matchup. Obviously, that's his trump card. So here he is thinking he's going to summon another 3-drop. So you see, if he would have had the 3-drop on field from the previous turn, he just would have evolved onto it. He probably would have, a Union Absorb to the 7-drop, and it just would have got really bad. But here, he summons the Buu. He searches out the barrier. Most likely that barrier is probably going to be used for energy. Or possibly he's going to, summon a barrier Buu as well, which would be bad for me. Which is why we kept the Vegeta surprise attack, but as you guys are going to see the match unfold, the card was never needed. So here I'm going to energize a Kaba. Very easy decision to make. Here I have 2 reds, the magic number, and then 2 greens. So here in this situation, realistically, I would have Maiden Transformation, gotten Kakunsa and Rosie out of the drop area, especially now that I have a 5-drop Brienne in my hand. Next turn I would have summoned her, and then all the pressure would have came aboard. But unfortunately, that is not what happened. I made poor decisions, and this is where we are right now. I believe Brandon is thinking about out-comboing this hit, which would be the smart move because, there you go, yeah. because I didn't combo anything, so he just had to drop one card. So here I'm looking at his drop barrier because I wanted to see if that 5-drop Boo has barrier, which it does, but it was pointless to read because ultimately what he's going to do is summon his Junior Absorb 1 and just summon to the 7-drop. There was no reason for him to summon the barrier since he was already awakened. I don't know what I was thinking during this time. My thought process was all over the place. And this was a very bad decision on my part because essentially I just tremendously negged myself by getting rid of Rosie and Cocoons out of my drop area. So if I draw a Maiden transformation, it's completely dead. And on top of that, I took an unnecessary life. So very, very terrible decision. If I would have kept that Maiden transformation, the most optimal play I would have done was just, Maiden transformation and start building my board up. So I got rid of the 3-drop Boo because I didn't want him to evolve into it. I knew that 5-drop was coming out next turn no matter what, but the other reason why I decided to summon the Increasing Evil Mass Saint to get rid of his 3-drop was because I wanted him to tap out by hard summoning that 5-drop. Because if he would have evolved, he would have had 3 energies open still, and then he could have summoned more threats, which I did not want to get him. I did not want to deal with. So that is why I decided to. That is also why I decided to, warp his 3-drop. But here we can see that he actually goes into the 5-drop Boo barrier instead of the 7-drop. And, after discussing with him why he did that, we pretty much both confirmed that all the remaining of his 7-drops are his life. So even at that, I could have easily, just kept one surprise attack Vegeta in my hand and I still would have been okay. So here his leader attacks into my leader. I combo with the Kaba. Just to combo that hit. Which realistically, I should have combo with that Kaba with my Increasing Evil Mass Saint to put him at the magic number 25, just to make him use another card out of his hand, but it's just more misplays. So here we go on to my turn. Yeah, I decided to energize a Brienne. Looks like I had 2 in my hand. My leader to his leader. Looks like I have a Cocoonsa. He's going to Sensu Beam. Good move. He doesn't know exactly what is going to happen here. Well, never mind. Could have made a transformation. There's no target in my grave, but that was a good move just to beef up his leader, just to relieve a lot of pressure if there were any pressure incoming. So here I just summoned Rosie, kept in active mode since I have a Vegeta surprise attack in my hand. Just use it to, hit that combo. He attacks his leader to my leader, get a draw. I Piccolo, essentially replace the card in my hand, and then he's going to SR hit me. I really need to add that card into my deck. I don't know why it's not in there. I have made the adjustment already. I am planning on taking out the 3-drop. I can't say his name, but it's a 3-drop for the Universe 2 deck where it drops the energy cost of the Maidens by 2. I run 2 of him now. I cut him down because I did not see him much of use until later game, but now I'm just going to completely drop him. He's been useful at times, but he is just not the optimal play I lean towards. So I'm definitely going to take him out to bring out the SR hit into the deck. So after that, he's going to end his turn because he knows that I do have the surprise attack in my hand. And I drew my 3rd surprise attack. Very depressing. I should have kept that Maiden transformation. So here I decided not to energize because looking at my hand, I don't need a lot of energy to play, most of my cards. I can only play 1 card at a time. It's either going to be the Brienne or the Cocoonsa. So we just decided not to energize. Which that move was okay in my opinion, because as mentioned, it's not necessary to energize at that time. So I believe my leader went to his leader. Now here, I should have summoned the Brienne. I definitely should have summoned the 5-drop and just left it in active mode. But I made a bad decision. This is probably massive misplay number 3. The first one was transformation. The second one was the Increasing Evil Mass Saint. And this is the 3rd one. Not only I did not summon Brienne, but I also attacked with Cocoonsa, leaving it vulnerable to pretty much get destroyed. So the reason that would have been better to summon the Brienne was because, 1, it has a barrier. Either way, whatever battle card I would have summoned, it was going to stay inactive. And Brienne would have been much better since 1, she is stronger by 5k, and 2, she has barriers. So she can't be essentially popped by anything. But we did attack, and I guess you can say we baited out in the gate, but no, we should have left Conclusa in active mode to guarantee the Brienne summon and, should start putting all the pressure on my opponents next turn. So here I end my turn going to Brandon, his leader attacking to my leader. I decide to out combo it using a topo because that is my third topo. So we have 3 surprise attacks and 3 topos. We got rid of 1 topo. I said topo there a lot. Topo. So waiting for Brandon's next move. Brandon is playing phenomenal, by the way. I know I've been criticizing all my moves. I haven't been talking about Brandon's decision as a lot, but he is playing sort of handicapped in the sense that he's lost his trump card and he has to find a way to play around that, and he's doing a magnificent job in doing that. Slowly but surely playing safe, but applying enough pressure each turn to make sure he's slowing me down enough to where he can just, you know, just blow up on 1 turn and kind of end the game. So here, his Buuhan attacks into my leader, and he goes up to 25. I think that was a good move. So here, I should have just taken the hit. So this is massive misplay number 4. I end up out-comboing this hit because my thought process at this time, I'm assuming, because I don't know what I was thinking this time, but just to justify my actions, I was thinking that if I go to 2 life, his 5-drop variable can attack into my leader. And for some reason, I think I did not have a solution to that. So if I used the Rosie to block that attack, he could have summoned the Kid Buu and it's just triple strike me. And, you know, it's just kind of game end me. But I could have used the Rosie to King Vegeta surprise attack. I just went brain dead. King Vegeta surprise attack it and killed it, and he wouldn't be able to evolve into anything to Kid Buu. So, you know, I don't know what I was thinking here. I cannot justify my actions. This was just a terrible play on my part. I should have taken the hit, gone to 2, add another card to my hand, and keep another topo in my hand, and as well keep Brienne in my hand to summon next turn. But I out combo pretty much just essentially throwing the game away. And as mentioned here, since Konkusa's in rest mode, he's going to apply enough pressure to possibly destroy it, slowing down my Maiden engine even more. So here I believe he's at 30 already because he put himself to 1 life, and I believe that was this turn. So that's 40. He's attacking for 45. So here I only use 1 surprise attack just to get rid of it. Konkusa's gone. Rosie just stayed there and stared at her partner getting destroyed. And now we go on to my turn. So going on to my turn, I'm pretty much telling myself, I need to end this game on this turn. I pretty much threw away all my resources in my hand, which I shouldn't have, and I need to find a way to end the game this turn because I don't think I'll be able to survive the next turn. So I start off with my topo, attacking into the Buuhan, I believe, and he negates it with the Whis Coercion, which is a very good move by Brandon. Completely shut down the possibility of him restanding. Here, I'm thinking about what approach I want to take, either go for board control or try to end the game. But realistically, I should have, you know, attacked his leader because I believe I directed my leader attack towards his BCC Buuhan. Another misplay probably, who knows. But he's going to out combo that hit. Probably the same thing would have happened if I would have attacked his leader. So here, my Rosie would attack into his leader, and this pretty much just confirms that I'm going to try go in for all game here. And Brandon understands that as well. He wants to see exactly how he's going to essentially approach this. Either he negates this attack or he tries to out combo it because he doesn't know what is going to come out of my 5 energies. But here I have the option of either summon the 3-drop or the 4-drop Konkusa. I went for Konkusa because since I only had 3 energies and both of the battle cards in my hand required 2 green energies, only 1 was going to be available for my surprise attack Vegeta. So I was only able to use 1 out of the 2. So here I go all in, knowing that if I don't survive this, if I don't end it right here, I basically lose. So he out combos it. I know I lost already. The only thing that can save me is when he attacks into my life, I draw into Vado's assistance, which will allow me to negate an attack, restand Rosie, then, you know, using Rosie's block effect along with the Vegeta surprise attack. But spoiler alert, guys, that did not happen. So you guys are going to see the rest of the match unfold. I will get an update on Brandon's profile video. We were supposed to do it, but we kind of forgot. I will get it next time I see him. And let me know what you guys think about the gameplay analysis. I do want to do more, but I'm not sure if you guys prefer this or just, you know, listen to the traditional music in the background. But yeah, so let me know, guys. If you enjoy it, I will do more, and we'll go from there. I'll catch you guys next time.